Oh, sorry. Sorry. You made me laugh. Yeah, Big Frank. Like, I just here to appeal to these kids, man. That is just mad right now. You know, I get it to an extent because I was once one of these kids. You know, same kind of thing, but you gotta understand, like, there's nothing good coming from this game. Do you understand? There's not enough people telling you the truth about the game. You know, everybody will sell you the dreams, the clothes, the this, the that. But let me tell you this, there's nothing good coming from this game. Because if they was in the game, all them people that you looked up to will still be in the game. They're not in the game because it's not worth it. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, growing up, you know, I went through what you went through, but growing up, it was about providing for my family, trying to make a means to an end. Do you know what I mean? You lot out here just killing each other for no reason. There's not even a bigger goal for this. Being on the street, there's no goal for the street. There's no dreams that you're ever gonna achieve being on the street. You know? Like, call it a day, kids, man. There's better things to do with your life, you know? Like, too many of you are dying. Look, I know 14-year-olds that have got 10 or 12 people in the cemetery already. You're 14. How can you have dead friends at 14? You ain't even finished school and you got dead friends. You know, like, you haven't even experienced nothing. When I was you lot's age, I was playing runouts. Do you know what I mean? We were knocked down ginger. I was even doing a paper round trying to earn legit money. I get it. You want everything now. But you see, now comes with the jail sentence. It comes with the death. It comes with the mummy crying. It comes with the ambulances. It comes with the police. Like, there's not enough positives for you to want things now. You're in your mother's house. You're not paying no bills. Everything is nice. Yes, you might not be able to get the Balenciagas or the designer shoes, but do you know what it is? You have peace of mind. Do you know what I would do if I could go back all those years to when I was you lot's age and I had peace of mind? All it was about was just going to school, being with my friends. That's all I needed. I didn't need £1,000. I didn't need all this. It was only when I started mixing at 15, 16 that I went completely wrong. You know, I started chasing things that were never dreamt for me. But my reason for chasing was mummy's struggle, you know, daddy's lack of money. So I just wanted to help. I was bringing money in to help my brothers, even though mum and dad never took it. But I was able to provide for my brothers. You lot are making money to kit out yourselves. Why are you driving 20 grand cars and your mum's still living in the hood? Why is she living in a 1-bedroom house? You know what I mean? You got 20 grand car, go and put your mum in a house. You know, all the money that you lot spend on yourselves, you could get a mortgage for your mum out of the area. From the same place, you make beef in the area, cooking up all this kind of trouble in your area, and then you leave your mum in the area. Because it's okay, because you got a girl in a different area that you can stay with. What about your mum? People don't think about these things. And you've got elders in your area that are just not telling you the truth about what you're doing. It's madness. You know what I mean? They're just encouraging you. Meanwhile, they're sitting at home, peace of mind, no beef, no nothing, while you lot are doing just madness. Do you know, bro, you know what? It pisses me off, man, because I see a lot of these, there's a lot of good elders out there that are reaching out to the kids, telling them the truth and this and that, but there's not enough people actually doing the real thing by telling them what it really is. Tell them what you lot went through. Stop glamorizing what you earned, because every time you tell them what they earned, it gives them a reason to stay in the game. Because if I tell them, oh, I made 50k, and I'm a kid that doesn't even get 3 meals a day, bro, I'm staying in there for 50k. Tell them what you went through. How many people you lost along the way to get that 50k. Tell them how many times your mum's door got kicked in. Tell them how many bullets and knives were targeted at you. Come on, tell them. Because the thing is, I guarantee you, none of these kids are prepared to risk it all for that. You know what it is? Because people glamorize the street life. Have the cars, have the Balenciagas, have the watches, have this. Everything in life that is of actual substance is not bought through negative nonsense. I'm trying to tell you this, the truth, right? This. All these cars, all these chains, all this stuff there, you can't keep it. You cannot keep it. Understand this. You cannot keep it. Do you know how many millionaires are in the grave and all their possessions are still here on earth? Scattered amongst like all different people that they probably wouldn't have given any of their property to. So you lot are doing all of this just to have all these jewels that you're not even gonna go with. You know what I mean? Create a legacy for yourselves. You know? Create a legacy for yourselves. I know not everybody has a good relationship with their parents, but at least do something for yourselves. Do you know? Do something for yourselves. Give yourself something that you can be proud of. Being top shotter, being a gunman, being a knife man, being able to stab this and that, it doesn't make you anything but a target. Because when you put yourself on a pedestal for wrongdoings, there's always going to be somebody that wants to be the king of them wrongdoings, that kingdom there. So you understand? Give yourself a chance. You know what I mean? Look, use your friends that have passed away as an example to say, like, you know what, this isn't for me. There's nothing wrong with coming out of the game, you know. There's nothing wrong. Don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong or you're soft or you've fallen off. Listen, when you're in the game, you've actually fallen off because your mum and dad never raised you in the game. Do you understand? Falling off from the king or queen that you're meant to be and trading it in for road, that's falling off. Trust me. And I'm telling you this because from a man that spent 30 years of my life doing absolute nonsense out there, chasing nonsense. It's like what I gained and what I lost in terms of family, time that you can't get back, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. Because the time that you spend doing all this nonsense, by the time you check yourself and want to do better, you know, you've already blacklisted yourself. You've already blacklisted yourself. Or you've been to jail too many times. Nobody wants to trust you. Nobody wants to invest in you now because you're too far gone. So before you're too far gone, give yourself a chance. Life is already hard. But if you treat it bad by treating yourself bad, it's only going to end up in one way. And that's the early call from the great one upstairs. Trust me. You know, that I grew with so many people, you know. I don't really get into my life like that, but I grew with so many people. I've got a lot of experience and a lot of my friends today, I just, you know, I feel bad for them, you know, because we all grew good, you know. The innocence of just hanging around and playing games, you know, we didn't even care. When we used to play out when we were younger, there wasn't much to do. But the thing is, we had each other, so it made it a lot to do, you know, because we enjoyed each other's company. Fast forward a couple of years, we were doing stupidness, you know. I lost in them 30 years of doing nonsense. I lost touch with my family. I still got a relationship with them, but the thing is, the relationship is not as strong as it could be, and it's not positioned where it should be. You know, the mother, father, brothers, everything I lived for growing up, I lost being on the road. Do you know? They respected me, but they respected me for what I could do and who I was as a brother. But the thing is, I wasn't doing what I need to be doing for them as an older son and as a brother. Being out on the street, I didn't respect myself. And I can't say, oh, because I was trying to help that, you know, I can give myself brownie points. I can't. Because my mother never approved of what I was doing. My father never approved of what I was doing. My brothers never approved of what I was doing. So who the hell, even though I'm helping, but really, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm not teaching nobody nothing. Because my brothers, I can't say I want to be this guy, but the thing is, I don't want my brothers to be that guy. And I'm sitting there telling them, listen, don't do this, don't do that, but I'm doing it. It doesn't make sense. It's like there's a lot of people that talk and they got beautiful points. But then you're telling people you're still a gangster. You're not a gangster. How can you be a gangster? Gangsters associated, you picked up this title from the negativity, from the streets that you were in. Before you got in the streets, you weren't this person. But being on the streets makes us gangster. Yeah? Because you're doing this, you're holding guns, you're doing this, you're doing that. Yes, I get it. But that's what you were when you're on the streets. When you leave the streets, we're no longer gangsters because change means change. Let go of all the things that are associated with that negativity. Because all these kids outside, they're gravitating to this gangster role. I want to be this, I want to be that. So if all of us are saying we're all gangsters and we're trying to tell them not to be gangsters, why are they going to listen? Why is it okay for us to be gangster and then not to be gangster? You know what I mean? So we got to think about the way we label ourselves, you know? Give ourselves a chance, embrace ourselves, love ourselves for the change that we've done, but fully love ourselves, you know? When we change, it took a lot for us to change because some of us were in the game for so long. We saw so much. We lost so many friends along the way. So how can we not want to change for a better? We're changing for the better. You know, sometimes people, even your own friends don't approve of our change sometimes, but we have to change. We have to change. It's not about them. We have to change. I've had to change and I've lost a lot of friends along the way because the thing is, they wanted me there. They prefer the wild Frank. But you see the wild Frank, I was appreciated for what I could do and the stupidness that I was prepared to do for my friends. But if I sit down and actually put my whole life that period when I was in that game on the table, I could see it was always based about what I could do for others. You know? You don't really take it in that deep until you actually step away from life and actually realize how much of life you actually wasted trying to do for others. You know what? Anything you do in life, it has to be, if you're doing it with people, it has to be a team thing. You know, both of you have to be relevant, bring something to the table. You know what? Growing up, all of us were everybody's down, but the thing is, you do a lot of work. And you do a lot of work that doesn't really get the credit for what it deserves. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm risking my life so that my friend can have his life. But the thing is, risking my life is now potentially putting my mum through pain, potentially putting my brothers through pain, potentially putting all my family, my loved ones, my kids through pain. How can I put the love and the life of my friend over my own and everybody that depends on me? It doesn't make sense. And the thing is, this is not just for something positive, which we can understand. It's for something negative, for stupidity. For stupidity. Because my friends got beef with this guy, that guy. Yes, I will defend you, yes. But sometimes you have to say to your friend as well, listen, not every situation needs to be addressed. Sometimes it's not even that deep. You just leave people alone. Do you know what I mean? You live to see another day, because you see what it is. People that go around looking for trouble, they find someone who's got nothing to lose, and that's where they will meet. They will meet everything they want. They'll meet it on that day. You know, some of the so-called being gangster is actually living without as good as you can without the stress. People confuse gangster with just being the one that does this and does that and does that. No, bro. Listen, I'm not even promoting gangster, but the thing is, it's about being smart. Anything you get into in your life, you should have minimal stress. Minimal stress, minimal risk. You can't be risking your lives at this young age, yeah, for jewelry. You're risking your life for jewelry. You're risking your life for a Moncler jacket. You're risking your life for Balenciagas. Do you think Balenciaga is risking his life to provide shoes for you? No. What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Because when you sum up what you're doing all this crud for, it's for all these things, material things. What are you getting out of it? You want to go and kill off a man to take his chain or do this and do that for material things. These things don't have no substance to you. Yes, you give you 1,000 likes on the gram, but outside of the gram, what does it do for you? Bring you nothing but drama, stress, can't even walk here. Mum's in danger, dad's in danger, brother's in danger, whole family in danger, whole clique. Even my friends that weren't there at the situation when I did what I did, now they're in danger. Come on, man. If you love your friends enough, seriously, olders, youngers, everybody, tell your friend to fix his ass up. Don't make him just sit there continuously doing what nonsense when you could have just advised him. Because a good friend doesn't sit there and watch his friend do nonsense. Yes, take it in. He may not listen. Because some people pretend they ain't got no ears. Yeah, but just keep talking to them. As long as you said your part, then you can rest easy. But a lot of people are sitting there, not saying nothing and judging people and telling people, oh, this guy's bad, this guy. You're bad. You're bad because he's your mate and you said nothing. You sat there, you changed your life and you're happy to watch somebody else going through, walking in your old shoes, damaging their life. And you're just happy to sit there and say, yeah, talk about the community. The ones that you can fix, go out there and fix them. You're these big bad people in your area. So then you commanded so much respect doing negative. So shouldn't you have that same power when you're going to do positive? Go and change these kids. I'm not talking at anyone because I'm responsible as well, but I'm working at changing that. You know, there's a lot of kids that, we sent down the wrong road. Go and change them. You know, a lot of these older, you've got businesses now. Offer them jobs. But the thing is, maybe because they've gone too far now, you wouldn't touch them either. But this shows you what our impact is on the kids when we're doing it, when we're sending them down the wrong road. Offer them opportunities, Or do you know what it is? Everybody get together, set up something, and just give them something to look forward to, man. Because it's like I've got kids this age, so it's scary because these kids out here doing murders, they're potentially my kids' friends. They're potentially your kids' friends. You don't know how they're gonna meet each other on life. You don't know. But we need to change the narrative now. Let these kids see that their life is worth living. There's more to life than just having the biggest knife or having these shit street names that mean nothing. Your parents sat down for years thinking about the names that they're going to give you. Some of them have even got deeper meanings than the name that you have on the street. The street don't care about who you are. It doesn't care about who you are, because when you die, it's only the people that cry. When have you ever seen the street cry? The street doesn't cry. The street stays the same. It's only the people walking up and down the street that actually feel your pain. Do you know? Come on, man. Come on. I'm telling you, it's getting mad now, because every day you can't even watch the news without hearing killing. You can't even go on Instagram without seeing kids chasing each other down. Like, what happened to runouts? What happened to Had? What happened to sandwiches and orange juice, like picnics? What happened to everything? What happened to football in the park? It's you can't even have events now, like little festivals without someone just, oh yeah, I'm on this, I'm on. Come on, kids, man. I get you. I'm not condemning none of you, because I get you. Trust me, I get you. But we need to do better. Seriously, we need to do better. Life is for living. Do you understand? When you go too far, there's no rewind button. Just understand it. There's no rewind button where you can just adjust it. Like all these, yes, you're making thousands of pounds, but at what cost? You're losing friends because of this. Yes, your money can buy you Balenciaga, but can it buy your friend's life back? People don't know the price of what you're doing. How expensive, how priceless each tear that flows from a mother's eyes when they're looking at their dead son there in front of them. Like, money can't replace this. Them tears cost, that's millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of pounds and days, investment, time that they put into their child. Gone. Because of bad choice. The pain that a mother goes through, the pain that a family goes through, the pain that the child goes through. You can't replace this with money. Yes, you can buy Balenciaga. Yes, you can buy a fancy car. Yes, you can have a top phone. Yes, you can have a lovely chain. Yes, you can even talk to money on the phone. But the thing is, you can't bring your friend back. So, with all the street cred in the world that you have, you cannot bring the dead body back from the same street that you lot socially rep and control. Your friend dies on your strip, you cannot bring him back, but you control the roads. So understand, it's deeper than what you think it is. Deeper than what you think it is. How many people have to die before you realize it's not for you? How many mothers have to cry before you realize it's not for you? How many families have to be split up before you realize how many it's not for you? And what you don't understand, for you kids in the game or elders in the game that have got younger siblings, everything you do has an impact. It has an impact. What you got to understand is this: when you're gone, your beef, your drama that you created still lives on after you. People automatically inherit your drama. Now, think about the brother or the sister that was not on the street life, that are going to uni and they want to do something constructive with their life. Now they've inherited your drama. Now they've got to be stuck in something that you caused. And your street name can't help them no more because you're no longer here. So you leave your whole family exposed. Bad man this, bad man that. Trust me, nobody's repping your name after you're gone. Let me just tell you that right now. Nobody's really repping your name after that. Because when you're gone, innit? But it's the reality of it, you're gone. They might, for a little bit, but does somebody really want to sit down and do 25 years? Does somebody want to take themselves away from their kids? Does somebody want to put their parents through the same pain that RIP your friend is going, their friends' parents are going through? Because you're not even here to see it. You know? I know so many people have been killed, and people are using their death as a reason to come out of the game. So what you got to understand is like this. Yes, everybody's ride or die while you're all living. Understand this. There is some people that still stick to the codes, and I'm not judging. Do your thing. You hold your friend like that. But what you got to understand is, like, your life matters. It's sad about when people go, because I've lost a lot of friends, but your life matters. Do you know? Life creates situations, and every situation there is a lesson to learn from. Every death that happens on these streets is a lesson for people to learn from and decide and, call time on this thing because it's not for you. You understand? If you can't look at your friend's mum crying and realize that's not what I want for my mum, that's not what I want for my family, then you got to think about it. You're a very selfish person. Because the streets ain't nothing to do with your mother. Your family, nothing. You can't say that you care for your family and you're putting your life at risk every day. Because who's going to feel it after you've gone? If something happens to you, who feels it? Who feels it? Yeah, your friends come to the hospital 1 or 2 times. You go to jail. Your friends come and visit 1 or 2 times. But after that, they got their own life to do. Their kids need them. Their missus needs them. The roads need them more than you. You're not a priority no more. Do you know what I mean? How many parents, they grow their kids all their life, giving their kids the right instruction, the kids go wrong. Family pictures, photo albums of their kids turned into Instagram posts, RIP Instagram posts. A few birds, a few RIPs, a few this, a few that. Tomorrow, a new topic comes up. Now, the post that was once top of the list in the profile starts to move down, further down. Every time something new has been posted, a new topic's come up. Boom, boom, boom. Before you know, it's irrelevant. You've gone from 24,000 views to 6 months later, still 24,000 views because you become irrelevant. It's not that they forget about you, but their life goes on. Life goes on. Kids, you've got to understand this. Life goes on. You know, you can't keep killing yourself. You can't keep killing yourself. What, for a street name? Nobody cares. Listen to what I'm saying to you. The street doesn't care. Do you know how many people have walked on that street before you lot even came up on that street? Do you know how many people have been on that strip before you've come up on that strip? Do you know how many people have died already? How much blood that you're walking on that same strip that you're claiming? There's been many lives lost on that same strip. Do you know how much blood has been washed off them same roads and same blocks that you lot rep? Come on, man. Don't understand this. It's like football. It's just one team. Every time someone gets injured or someone can't play, another one comes on. Come on. You're getting, all that's happening is a recruitment. People die, boom, next one's in. People die, next one comes. The streets doesn't care. But so you have to care about yourself. Love yourself enough to change. Even if people don't love you, love yourself enough to change. I love myself enough to change. I've never been a bad man. I've never been none of that. I don't like even the title of it. Even when people talk certain things, I don't want to hear it because that Frank that you knew then doesn't have the same number. That Frank that you knew then doesn't talk the same. That Frank that you knew then doesn't live in the same era. I'm a whole different character. Do you understand? I'm here now. I can be that person that you can reach out to. I'm not trending like some because my life is not out there like some. I'm just here just to pass on a message. You don't have to like me, but just listen to me. Trust me. This message may save you one day. Do you know? A lot of people are just here for the likes. A lot of people are here to tell you a message. But the thing is, the message still involves a lot of glorification. I'm not here to glorify nothing because there's nothing good in the streets. Even the 20 or 30 years that I wasted doing nonsense, there's nothing good that came of it. You understand? When you've got family that love you, there's no reason for you to be doing this nonsense. We can all say, even growing up, I said, I was doing it to help my mum and help my family. Listen, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't even do it. Because it didn't help my mum. It didn't help my thing. It helped my brother to an extent. But the relationship between me and my mum was hindered because of what I did. The relationship between me and my brothers were hindered because of what I did. Because there was a time where I couldn't even be around them. Do you know what I mean? Like my life directed me to prison, to be sleeping on a bunk bed at big 30 years of age, yeah, with some random guy, and like while I could have been in my mother's house talking to my brothers, educating them. Like it's a damn shame. You know, we can't keep doing this because I'm 44 now. Not everybody's gonna reach that age. Understand this. Not everybody's going to reach the age. You, especially you young kids, understand this. 21 is a luxury right now. 21 is like the new 40 right now. Understand this. Go to the cemetery right now, anywhere, you'll see 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 12-year-olds. And some of you lot are responsible for these people being there. Understand this. Like, it's that real. These kids of this age don't even know life. You don't even know life. You haven't even got your national insurance yet and you're already sitting down in the grave. Some of you are doing life sentences. Spell life. You haven't even lived life and you're doing life. It's madness. Come on, man. Fix up. I'm not getting on you. I just want all of you to do better. Elevation, please. Save your lives. Save your lives. When I'm gone, I just want to know that, one person took it in, the text message got delivered, and you lot made something of your life. Seriously, you cannot keep going on like this, killing each other. One day you're going to be an old man if you do get to that age. And you know what? People don't forget. Remember, you scar one person's family, that generation might not get you, but the stories they keep getting delivered generation after generation until the right one's ready to take on the responsibility. And when you're at your age and you want to change, that's when the young kid will come up to you and say to you, remember what you did to my great-great-great-granddad. It's deep like that. Trust me, once the beef is cooked, it's not finished until the person that you've affected says it's finished. So understand this. Please live your life. Live your life.